Ah les amis, comment on se retrouve sur cette nouvelle vidéo de WWE 2K19 sur PS4. Allez, c'est parti. Ah mais c'est là où John Cena il était dans le public et il a tapé un sprint, j'ai vu une vidéo de ça. Ember Moon. Ember Moon, ben y a rien de nouveau, hein. Ils ont rajouté un comeback mais c'est pas le sien, alors je le fais pas. Bon, nous on a appris une mauvaise nouvelle, mon oncle Moïse est décédé. Donc là je vais pas trop faire de vidéos cette semaine, je pense.
Here comes the war goddess. Her entrance is just as unique as her offensive playbook.
57 ans. Bon. Kevin.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Voilà, quitter NXT pour
from Dallas,
pas dire de
Texas.
bêtises.
Ember Moon's athleticism is nothing short of amazing, which is why I'm so
Voilà,
fired
pour
up
être
for
à
this
Raw.
match. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T
Elle a fait ses
discovered
débuts
Ember
dans
Moon,
le
and when I asked
2K18.
Booker what it was about Ember that attracted him to her, he said, "She's good."
She has proven to be good. An NXT Women's Champion in the past. Certainly a future Women's Champion on Raw or SmackDown Live. The Phenom is for real.
Each of these competitors looks to gain momentum with a win tonight. Whoever gets the early advantage could take this thing to a win.
And with the women's division as white hot as it is right now, you just know this match is going to be one for the ages.
Oh my gosh! Oh, a flying forearm on the mark. This might be it. Oh my.
Oh no! Someone call the orthodontist.
Gals, Carmella may be in a bad way here.
But she knew this match wasn't going to be easy.
You know, she's the kind of competitor that actually likes getting hit. It motivates her. And this might just be what she needs to put her over the top, believe it or not.
Her opponent clearly wants to prove a point tonight. And you know what? I think it's working.
This combo is out of this world.
Back inside the ring now.
Slam down hard. Got the head scissors applied.
Oh, man, that's just nasty.
Je crois qu'elle a un coup spécial. Allez,
Oh, an elbow drop.
elle a fait le salto là.
Oh, the knee is a weapon.
What does Carmella have to do to regain her composure? I'd say her fans have every reason to be concerned here.
She's not looking so good here, guys. She's going to need to find a way to fend off some of this offense, and quickly.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
Carmella is more dangerous than ever. Princess of Staten Island is filled with a
c'est pareil,
hostility
d'accord,
we've
ok.
never seen before, so if a superstar is going to go up against her, they have to strike early.
Look who it is. Yep, these two can't stand each other.
Oh, ok. Bon, quoi, je préfère ça quand même.
Corey, before you mention... That Carmella is more aggressive than ever.
Carmella. Boom! Oh, it's over. Carmella wants everyone to know that she's in charge. Just rake in the face. Well, that's not right. Somebody do something about that. Handstand.
Wow, fantastic ability from Ember Moon.
Victory is on the horizon. She's got her in her sights. Ember Moon is getting ready. Stunner! Stunner! That should do it.
You don't perform a move like
c'est
that
pas
unless you're
mal, hein.
looking to end the match.
Suplex. Ooh, nasty impact.
Big splash. Knee drop. That was nasty.
So precise.
Drop kick with precision. Devastating kick. Oh man, she's rolling now.
No way she can survive this. Can she?
Beautiful technique.
And she drops her.
That was about as in your face
Elle
as
avait
it
vraiment
gets.
2 OMG, mais elle en a qu'une là.
Oh man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
She goes for the cover. Digging deep for a kick out.
Too early for that.
Watching Ember Moon the past few years, Corey, one thing I've learned is that her drive to succeed may be unmatched.
I don't disagree, Cole. It's that drive that makes her so hard to defeat and nearly impossible to game plan. How do you prepare for a woman who refuses to lose?
Oh, goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way.
As Corey mentioned, preparing for Ember is not easy, especially given that she has no quit in her. But that said, Byron, perhaps replicating what Shayna Baszler did to Ember at TakeOver New Orleans would be a good approach. Well, as vicious as it may sound, if Ember refuses to quit, you might have no other choice than to render her unconscious, much like Shayna did.
Step up Enziguri.
On the mark. Oh! Takes her down with authority. Man, she went down like a ton of bricks that time.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Look at this.
Byron, one thing we learned very early on about Ember Moon is that she can overcome any adversity thrown her way. Yeah, I think she proved that most in 2017 when she was sidelined for several weeks due to a shoulder injury, but eventually returned to capture the NXT Women's Championship later that same year. Oh, right in the face!
Destroyed. If I could reinforce what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's NXT Women's Championship victory, what made it so impressive, in my opinion, was that she had to defeat not one, but 3 other women to capture the gold.
That's right. It was at TakeOver War Games where Ember Moon turned back Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, and Kairi Sane to become NXT Women's Champion. Into the Hurricane Rana. Nicely done. When it comes to Ember Moon, one thing's for certain, guys. She made an instant impact, handily beating Billie Kay in her first ever match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. to agree with what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's debut. She made her presence felt on day one and never looked back, beating some pretty big names in the process.
Yeah, anytime you could say you defeated the likes of Shayna Baszler and Ruby Riott, you know you're legit.
You gotta believe this one's over.
She's absorbing some offense here. She's going to have to make sure this doesn't get out of hand.
Now the question is, can her opponent capitalize on this opportunity? If not, her night will likely be over sooner than later.
Setting up for a neck breaker. Ouch. Oh my God, shoulder breaker.
That could cause long-term damage.
A dragon screw.
Take out the arm, great strategy.
Down to the floor.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle aime ça hurler?
For as good as Carmella is, Corey, the unfortunate truth is she's not above bending the rules a bit to gain an advantage.
I don't know what's so unfortunate about that, Cole. The goal is to win, and there are few better at finding different ways to win than Carmella. It's not her fault the official.
Big move coming. Wait for it.
Nailed it.
That has got to be it.
It's going to be hard for Carmella to come back now. Well, Corey clearly has no issue with Carmella's harsh impact.
It does not look good for Carmella here.
There it is. Now the question is, can Ember Moon finish?
When it comes to Ember Moon, one thing's for certain, guys. She made an instant impact, handily beating Billie Kay in her first ever match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2.
Boom, what a kick. Oh, what impact. I have to agree with what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's debut. She made her presence felt on day one and never looked back, beating some pretty big names in the process.
Yeah, anytime you could say you defeated the likes of Shayna Baszler and Ruby Riott, you know you're legit.
And she goes down hard.
That'll leave a mark.
Ooh, what impact.
One of the things I like best about Carmella, guys, is just how feisty she is. From the moment her music hits all the way through the final bell, she just has this undeniable spunk about her.
Drop kick! Oh, right in the back. And it's reversed. Uh-oh. Neckbreaker! Like Byron, I would say Carmella is among the most feisty superstars around today. Though there are times when that feistiness borders on mean. But looks like she wants to win early.
Non, qu'est-ce que je fais moi?
The leg.
Dragon screw.
That'll tear your knee up. Got the leg.
Dragon screw.
That'll tear your knee up.
The Princess of Staten Island has always been known for her unique brand of offense, but the code of silence takes that idea to a totally different level.
You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, what a kick!
The moonwalk and Bronco Buster just got Carmella warmed up by forcing her opponents to tap out from the pain caused by the horrific code of silence submission.
The code of silence sends excruciating pain through an opponent's neck and back, where it's difficult for them to move, let alone breathe properly. The superstar should do the smart thing and submit before a serious injury occurs.
Oh putain, j'ai oublié de faire ça.
Not so fast. Hurricane Rana.
Good grief.
Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding. Who knows what'll happen next?
Watching Ember Moon the past few years, Corey, one thing I've learned is that her drive to succeed may be unmatched.
I don't disagree, Cole. It's that drive that makes her so hard to defeat and nearly impossible to game plan for. How do you prepare for a woman who refuses to lose?
Beautiful technique.
Je sais même pas qu'est-ce que j'ai fait là.
Ooh, nasty impact.
As Corey mentioned, preparing for Ember is not easy, especially given that she has no quit in her. But that said, Byron, perhaps replicating what Shayna Baszler did to Ember at TakeOver New Orleans would be a good approach.
Well, as vicious as it may sound, if Ember refuses to quit, you might have no other choice than to render her unconscious, much like Shayna did.
Drop kick.
Beautiful.
C'est impossible.
Ring rattling.
Going for the run.
Look at that power, Byron.
Man, that is just careless intent.
Nailed it.
Oh, what impact. She's calling her out.
She's on her last legs.
C'est pas le pénétrer
Oh
là.
my. Going for the run.
Look at that power, Byron.
Man, that is just careless intent. She is on fire.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole.
Oh, what a slam. Man, this has been a great matchup.
Hooked up and...
Oh, what a backbreaker.
Man, just ugly impact. Russian leg sweep.
Hooked up. Really a back suplex.
One thing nobody could ever take away from Carmella is that she will forever be known as the first ever female to win a Money in the Bank ladder match.
She's definitely etched her name in the history books, but Michael, let's not forget that her victory didn't come without its fair share of controversy. Oof! Harsh impact.
She got her with a reversal.
Leave it to Saxton to call Carmella's Money in the Bank victory controversial. Of course, you also failed to mention Carmella backed that win up with a second Money in the Bank ladder match victory just days later.
I definitely give Carmella credit for that one, Corey, but I can't justify the first victory. Not when it was James Ellsworth who actually climbed the ladder and grabbed the briefcase.
Wait a minute. Ooh, what impact. Byron, one thing we learned very early on about Ember Moon is that she can overcome any adversity thrown her way.
Yeah, and I think she proved that most in 2017 when she was sidelined for several weeks due to a shoulder injury, but eventually returned to capture the NXT Women's Championship later that same year.
If I could reinforce what Byron was saying about Ember Moon's NXT Women's Championship victory, what made it so impressive, in my opinion, is that she had to defeat not one, but 3 other women to capture the gold.
That's right, it was at TakeOver War Games where Ember Moon turned back Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, and Kairi Sane to become NXT Women's Champion.
Back between the ropes.
Oh no, we've got a problem here, guys.
No kidding, who knows what'll happen next?
Watching Ember Moon the past few years, Corey, one thing I've learned is that her drive to succeed may be unmatched.
I don't disagree, Cole. It's that drive that makes her so hard to defeat and nearly impossible to game plan for. How do you prepare for a woman who refuses to lose?
Oh no. She's dazed on the top turnbuckle.
And it's a long way down from there.
This won't end well.
German suplex! Woo. As Corey mentioned, preparing for Ember is not easy, especially given that she has no quit in her. But that said, Byron, perhaps replicating what Shayna Baszler did to Ember at TakeOver New Orleans would be a good approach.
Well, as vicious as it may sound, if Ember refuses to quit, you might have no other choice than to render her unconscious, much like Shayna did. This doesn't look good for Carmella.
Boom, nice. Something big is coming.
Oh man, Ember Moon is really feeling the pressure. Oh man, Ember Moon is really feeling the pressure.
She's got her.
Carmella groggy and wide open here.
Oh, leg sweep.
Nicely done. Oh man, Ember Moon is really feeling the pressure.
She's in control. Here we go. Jawbreaker.
Call the dentist.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
She's got that gleam in her eyes. She's got her where she wants her. This could be huge. Ember Moon is getting ready. Step up, Enziguri.
Keep your eye on this one.
I see where she's going with this. We know what this means. Eclipse!
It does not look good for Carmella here.
Any predicament.
This singles contest has a victor.
That match might go down as one of the best matches in WWE history.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff. I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history.
Strategy fell into place with that victory.
I don't make the matches, but if I did, I'd put these two back in the ring ASAP. What an amazing match.
What a match that was, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
Mais voilà les amis, dites-moi ce que vous avez pensé dans les commentaires, dites-moi tout. Abonnez-vous à ma chaîne, ça fera plaisir. On se dit à très vite sur une nouvelle vidéo. Ciao ciao.